Well, hello, boys and girls at Little Turtle. My name is Mr. Roberts, and I'm superintendent of Chippewa Valley Schools. And I'm really excited to be with you today because it's March, and March is Reading Month. Oh my gosh, reading is so important. I love books. Books are so important for our brains. We need to read, and when we read, we learn so much. So I'm going to read to you one of my favorite books from being a child. And it is called The Cat Who Wore a Pot on Her Head. What an interesting title. I can only imagine what this is about. The Cat Who Wore a Pot on Her Head. And just so you know, the cat's name is Bendemolena. What a wonderful name. Anyways, this book was written by Jan Slepian and Ann Seidler. And the pictures were done by Richard Martin. So two people wrote the words and another person did all the pictures. So here we go. The Cat Who Wore a Pot on Her Head. Let me get to the first page. Oh, here we are. There once was a cat named Bendemolena. She lived in a house on Cat Street where cats and kittens all lived together. Brothers and sisters, cousins and friends were in and out and all about. What a noisy place it was. One day when Bendemolena was playing, she found a shiny pot and she put it on her head. Suddenly, all the noise was gone. She liked the quiet so much, she decided to wear the pot over her ears all the time. The same day, Mother Cat said to Bendemolena and her 9 little brothers and sisters, "I have to take care of a sick friend this afternoon, but oh dear, how am I going to clean the house and cook your supper too?" "Don't worry," said her kittens. "When you come home, supper will be ready and the house all clean. We'll take care of everything." Mrs. Cat took Bendemolena with her to her sick friend's house. "I brought her," Mrs. Cat told her sick friend, "to run errands." And soon Mrs. Cat wanted something. Bendemolena, run home and tell your brothers and sisters that it's time to put the fish on to bake." Bendemolena didn't hear what her mother had said. Her ears were still up under the pot. Everything she heard was all mixed up. Oh, did she say to put the smish onto fake? Or put the bish in the lake? Bendemolena wondered as she ran home. Oh, I know. She must have said to put the soap in the cake. "Mama wants you to put the soap in the cake," she told her brothers and sisters. All the kittens wanted to please Mother, so they put the soap in the cake. Almost as soon as Bendemolena got back to her mother, Mrs. Cat said, Bendemolena, I forgot to tell the children to put the soup onto heat. Run home and tell them to put the soup onto heat." Again, Bendemolena didn't hear very well because of the pot. What did she say? Put the boop on the beep, mop the boop on the feep. Oh, she must have said to iron the meat. "Mama says to iron the meat," she told the kittens at home. They all wanted to please the mother, so they got out the iron and the ironing board and ironed the meat. All afternoon, Bendemolena ran back and forth, telling her brothers and sisters what Mother wanted them to do. Once Mrs. Cat said, Bendemolena, run home and tell the children to sweep out the hall." Feep out the ball, meep out the mall, gleep bitty ball. Oh, Mother must have said to hang chairs on the wall. Bendemolena decided. Mama wants you to hang the chairs on the wall, Bendemolena told the other kittens. The children all wanted to please Mother, so they got out the hammer and nails and hung the chairs up, just like pictures. Soon all the neighbors gathered round the house to watch. There were so many watching that Bendemolena had to crawl between their legs to get back to her mother. Once again, Bendemolena's mother had a message for the children. Bendemolena, tell them to be sure to leave the key in the lock. Remember, leave the key in the lock. Bendemolena raced home, saying to herself, Gleave the bee in the smock, smick the smee on the sock, sicky wee wobby gawk. Oh, I know. She must have said to sew the clothes on the clock. Sew the clothes on the clock, Bendemolena told her brothers and sisters, and to please their mother, that is what they did. Bendemolena ran back to her mother. Bendemolena, supper must be nearly ready. Go tell the children to make something to drink. Mother said, Make Whiffly sink? Want buffalo bink? Oh, she must have said to put a horse in the sink. When Bendemolena told her brothers and sisters what Mother had said, they asked Mr. Horse, who lived down the street, if he would stand in the sink just to please their mother. By this time, animals had come from all over to see for themselves what was happening at Mrs. Cat's house. There were big animals and small animals and in-between size animals. Mrs. Cat was almost ready to leave her sick friend when she said, Bendemolena, run home and ask one of your brothers to fix my chair. Up in the air, sticky pear, purple hair. By the time Bendemolena got home, she decided her mother had said, Ask in a bear. And to please Mother, the kittens asked a big friendly bear from the crowd to come in. Just then, Mrs. Cat came home. She saw soap bubbles rising out of the cake and meat on the ironing board ready to bake. She saw chairs on a wall and a bear in the hall. She saw the clock dressed in pink and a horse in the sink. And then, under her chin, 10 kittens marched in. What? What is the meaning of this? Mrs. Cat cried. Surprise, surprise, said the kittens. They thought they had pleased their mother. They thought they had done just what she wanted. We all did our best, they called out. But Bendemolena was still mixed up. Ask in the rest, she said to herself. Bendemolena threw open the door and called, Everyone, come in, come in. Mrs. Cat looked at all the neighbors and friends. She looked at Bendemolena's head. She looked at her smiling kittens. She just couldn't stay angry. She knew it was all the fault of the pot. Everyone can stay in for supper. But she took the pot off Bendelemena's head and made 2 holes for ears in it. She put the pot back on Bendelemena. Bendelemena, give me a hug, said Mrs. Cat. And did Bendelemena give her mother a bug or a rug? No. She gave her mother just what she wanted. Oh, boys and girls, wasn't that a wonderful story? Poor Bendelemena. She was so confused because she was wearing this pot over her head that blocked her ears and her hearing. And how do you like how the mother handled it? She was so calm. When she realized what was wrong with Bendelemena and why everything was so wrong in the house, she realized it was because of the pot. Did she get mad at Bendelemena? No. What a wonderful mother. Instead, she cut 2 holes in the pot so that Bendelemena could hear. Oh my gosh. Not only did Bendelemena have a wonderful mother, I think I just read to you a wonderful book. There you go. It's called The Cat Who Wore a Pot on Her Head. One of my favorites. Thanks for being such good listeners.